Bam. Donderoing 101, Christmas 2020.
Still hasn't paid for me.
Yep, there it goes.
Hey!
Oh, that's so pretty.
We're Holly Jolly, and
We're
we're
Holly and
here.
freaking
We have one person
Jolly.
who's muted, and
And
then we
Sean.
have us two, and we have
Oh,
Sean.
it is Holly and Jolly.
It's very Holly. It's very Christmas. We're all Christmassy.
I like it.
I have a
Yay!
Christmas
I
sweater
feel like-
on. I
So do
have
I.
a bow. I have a Christmas bow.
I have a Christmas sweater with balls.
Do you
Those are always an important part
do
of
you
the
want to see
ensemble.
my Christmas sweater balls? They're my actual balls.
No, I'm good, actually.
Mm-mm.
I'm good,
We can switch to the
thanks.
pants cam.
No.
You guys got a sneak peek at the pants cam. It's good, right?
My Christmas sweater just cleared customs in Ohio.
And it's going to sit there because the USPS is so backed up because they have no one working because
And it's Ohio, so
I'm gonna throw out some controversial stuff that I made an opinion of today.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Give it
believe
to us.
Delaware is a real state.
What?
I don't.
You don't believe Pluto's
Okay.
a planet, do you?
No, listen. I don't. For the life of me, I've never met anyone. I've met a lot of people. I know people. People look at me and they go, "John, you're a guy who knows lots of people." I've never met anybody who's ever been to Delaware or is from Delaware. I
have been to Delaware.
I don't believe you. That's the thing.
Isn't Biden from Delaware?
I don't think so.
He talks about Delaware a lot.
Yeah, but I think he's making it up. I think people got together and they made this conspiracy theory, and they're just going to try to convince us Delaware's a state.
You know, the more people who participate in a conspiracy theory, the less likely it is to be an actual.
Okay, so far we only have two people in that conspiracy theory: Aroogs and Joe Biden. You know anybody else, Delaware? Do we got other Delaware people? No.
I believe there's a university in Delaware.
University of Delaware?
I don't think so. I think that's
You think
just
it's a figment of
thing.
Maryland's imagination?
I think Delaware is just made up.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. I have more evidence supporting that it is made up than it's not. Fortified wine. I'm talking about fortified wine.
Oh my god, he's like trying to make neurons connect. Are you good?
Wait, what is he's trying to do? What again?
He's make his neurons connect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did that earlier. You guys want to see? I made them touch.
No.
It's Christmas.
No.
I can do whatever I want on Christmas.
No.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Well, Sean, have you ever been to a Christmas party, like a company Christmas party?
I haven't. I've never. So I worked for a really small computer company. So if they had one, I wasn't invited to it. I don't think they had one though.
They didn't like you.
Probably, yeah. Then I worked for a hospital, but I worked for the IT department. Bunch of guys, they didn't really care. Yeah. So that didn't happen.
Guys don't do Christmas parties. Like I noticed this. If I work with a bunch of guys, we just nah.
Yeah, if you work for a bunch of guys, usually like baby showers, big deal. Guys just like, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
If the entire department. So I've almost always worked with a bunch of guys, and so that's never really been a thing.
First Christmas party I ever had was working at the library. My entire life.
But even when I was a teacher, maybe when I was a teacher, but honestly, I don't remember. I was only there for 3 years.
Christmas parties, like every year, there was always a Christmas party.
Do you think maybe you don't remember because it was a really good Christmas party?
Okay, so you've only been to like one or two Christmas parties?
Okay.
So you're telling me when you were like in filmmaking, you never did Christmas parties?
We did.
I feel like those would be the greatest Christmas parties.
We did Christmas parties when I worked for Single Cell in Purgatory. But you really couldn't count those Christmas parties. They were more like sex dungeons with mistletoe.
That sounds like a Christmas party to me.
Sounds like a good Christmas party to me.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's all we did was parties. So it was like we still classified it as work because we did everything we did at work there, except we were wearing Christmas related things. But yeah, so I haven't been to a lot of professional Christmas parties that where you could do something that would embarrass yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not like the movies.
No. I don't think.
Just
I
a
don't
bunch of
think I've
people
ever
talking about
been
work.
to like a corporate one. I've always been to ones in like education, so they're pretty mild and little stupid white elephant gifts.
I have
And
been invited to them. I just don't go.
why?
Because, okay, so there's going to be alcohol, and I'm one of those people, I don't fraternize. Unless I'm really fraternizing. Like, I'm all or nothing. Either my dick's out or I'm not coming. If it's going to get weird and I'm going to be the one who makes it weird, I'm just not going to show up.
I like making it weird though.
I
You want it
really
weird
do
before
too.
you want it weird before you get there?
Yeah, like I don't want it to. I don't want to be the one making it weird. I want it to be one of those things where I have to up the weird level. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the only weird one there, it's a boring party because
It's an
everyone's
arms
not
race
into
for weirdness.
it. I want to get to a. I want to go to a party where someone's already swallowed a sword, and that was just literally how they entered the room.
Is that a euphemism or is that
No. I actually
Oh,
been
okay.
to Shep can tell you. We had a sword swallower at one of our parties. Just walked in the room, pulled it out, and that's how they entered. And we're like, there we go.
Cheers.
But I was looking for embarrassing, like, whisper, how you make confessions. And it was the Christmas party, like horrifying Christmas confessions, Christmas party confessions. Are you ready for this?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
please.
Because
Bring
I
it.
wanted to ask you, the one thing I wanted to do this is because as I enter the professional world, since we've done the show, I feel like now I can talk to you and be like, hey, is this okay to do at a Christmas party? So give me some confessions and I'll tell you whether or not I have thought about doing it.
If you have to ask, the answer's probably no.
Okay.
My coworker who hit on me and then got sloppy drunk at our office holiday party apologized today and thanked me for putting her in the cab. Sounded like she didn't remember the sex we had.
Oh!
Do you tell her? Or do you not?
No, at that point, no. You just don't say anything.
No.
You're just like, oh, do you? And like, wow. That's a real skate.
What if somebody tells her first? Somebody else knows and tells her first.
I think you'd immediately pull her aside and be like, listen, we did more than that.
Is it sexual harassment because she doesn't remember? Is it consent at that point?
Okay. Here's two schools of thought. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, you have the I'm sexually harassing you at work by telling you we had sex. Here,
oh my God, I know where this is going. Oh my God.
Here is we just had drunk sex and I'm never going to tell you. One of those is a fireable offense. The other one is rape, and you shouldn't do that one.
I am reading confessions of horrifying holiday parties, and we are discussing them. And this one was my coworker who hit on me and then got sloppy drunk at our office holiday party apologized today and thanked me for putting her in a cab. Sounded like she didn't remember the sex we had. And we're like, do you tell her? Do you not tell her?
I feel like you have to tell her.
Ooh.
I mean, I wouldn't blurt it out. I feel like you have to tell her. I wouldn't blurt it out in front of everyone.
Yeah. No, I would definitely have to be discreet about it.
Definitely an email. Definitely an email. I would definitely send an email.
Definitely. Would you definitely send an email? Definitely.
I don't feel like it
I
needs
feel like
to be
that
a
would have to
meeting.
be an in-person. Let's sit down for this discussion. Like,
yeah.
You don't want a paper trail if that thing goes south.
But here's the real thing. Could this meeting have been an email?
Jake, have you been to an office holiday party?
I have not.
You're not the one who wrote that story?
This year?
No, period.
Any year.
Or just ever?
Just in general.
Oh, I have, but never for a company that I work for.
See, that's the smart.
Still counts.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second.
Those are the better ones.
Yeah. Those are the ones you just don't let anybody know who you're with, and you just get shitty.
Next one. My boss grabbed the waiter's crotch at the holiday party.
Ooh. Like, just, surprise, bitch, grabbing your crotch.
Yeah, apparently.
Was this like a Trump grab, or was this?
Yeah, I was like,
it's important to know the gender of the two parties.
We don't know if it was being grabbed like a Trump grab, because we don't know the gender.
Mm-hmm.
But
does it matter? Does that matter?
And would you really want to go to any kind of party that
I don't.
No, it helps us describe. It helps us describe and kind of picture the situation.
I mean, we do. I do work for a place that we. I'll have our very distinct butt grabs. That's how we say hello to each other.
But it's a consensual, basically.
It's
you know each other.
Yeah. There's a Jake.
This Christmas sweater wins. It's got beer on it.
Is that a goat?
Is that a goat?
And a drink-ass goat. That is a goat. And it's got its ear pierced.
With a bell.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know someone who's going to get a sweater award.
That's amazing. I work at a fairly large law firm, and at our last holiday party, my coworker's boyfriend had a little too much to drink. He told everyone, literally everyone, including all of the firm partners, about her explosive diarrhea in graphic detail. He was a Marine and compared her bathroom to the toilet trenches of war-torn Afghanistan. And to make matters worse, on his way out, he proceeded to tell all of our coworkers of color that he was no longer a racist.
No longer?
I think it's important.
No longer.
Listen,
like you're reformed?
It's important to tell people you're
that's
no
character. That's character
racist.
Development, people.
Yeah.
Character development.
He went into the party racist.
Yeah, I mean,
but when he came out,
if I used to be a drug addict and I tell you I am no longer a drug addict, you go, "That's an accomplishment. I'm proud of you." So is it not the same if I go, "I am no longer racist"?
So speaking of significant others, like, what is the most horrific thing? Like, not like our current significant others, but like, what would be the thing that they would do at a holiday party that would embarrass you the most? And John does not count because he doesn't get embarrassed. So
no, I actually have one, and I wasn't embarrassed, but I had to deal with the repercussions. So my ex, she would always dress kind of promiscuous. And she went to a family Christmas get-together in a very short skirt, no underwear. Everyone knew she had no underwear on in my very Baptist family. And
Mom or dad?
Oh, that's perfect.
On my mom's side. But my mom being she does not count. Everyone else is very Southern Baptist.
Gotcha.
And on my dad's. I actually, you know what? She wore no underwear all Christmas to all the gatherings. I'm pretty sure everyone was aware, and it was, like I said, I wasn't mortified by any means, but it's like one of those things where, I'm dating kind of a slut, so,
I think, honestly, the most thing that could embarrass me is if they got a little too drunk and started talking about, like, my level of, like, sexual performance or, like...
So what you're saying is we can never go to a Christmas party?
Not... I just don't feel like that is information that people need to know. I like to fly under the radar when it comes to that.
John. I thought you said John. I'm like, what?
I did too.
My ex and I we each had a horror story for the other person. The story that the other person hated for them to tell. And unfortunately, we ended up telling the story a lot more than we should because we both hated when the other one told it. And so it was kind of like one would tell one story, and so the other one would retaliate and tell the other story. And we ended up telling the story so many times that we kind of refined it to where it was almost like a comedian's set. And it wasn't good.
What do you think are the staple people, the staple stereotypes at Christmas parties, at the holiday parties, regardless of like who they are on their everyday work they show up when alcohol is involved and Christmas is involved. Who shows up? Every party.
There's always the one person that does get too tanked.
Yeah.
The person who pre-games.
Shows up drunk.
Oh, yeah.
There's the person who shows up drunk.
And just gets drunker.
I had a cousin that would keep like a fucking 24-pack in the back of his truck just to make it through the Christmas gatherings.
Yeah, and then there's the person who doesn't realize they're going to drink and drinks too much. Like they don't drink regularly. Except for special occasions, and then they get too drunk, and they're usually the weepy drunks.
Right.
They're very apologetic. They're like, "I'm sorry, I didn't see this coming. I never drink." That person.
I need a babysitter drunk.
Yeah, the babysitter drunk.
Oh god. There's the slutty. There's always the slutty girl. There's always the slutty girl.
Yeah,
that's me.
That was my ex. It is now me. I've taken that banister. I'm the slutty girl.
Can't drink in public. You know who else shows up at Christmas parties?
Who?
The confessor.
The
confessor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The confessor. The one who gets drunk, but not sloppy drunk, but then starts like telling everybody's business and their own business.
Like, Did you hear about Sean? He was venting earlier. That's the confessor.
Yeah.
They start the phrase, "Did you hear?" or "Were you aware of?"
Per my last email.
Or they say things about themselves like, I have to tell you. Like,
oh, God.
I have to tell you. Like,
stop going with me.
Oh my God, like Jake, his voice is so fucking annoying. Isn't annoying like that person? Like
they think they're talking like that in a very whisper, but they're really not.
Yeah.
But they're really doing it on purpose, but pretending like they're not aware that it carries.
And then there's the gossip.
Oh, that the confessor tells. And then
yes.
That's everyone?
They come and tell you that so-and-so is drunk. The rat. That's what I call the gossiper. The rat.
Yeah.
Did you know so-and-so is drunk?
Saw them making out in the copier room.
Fuck.
Someone's getting their butt Xeroxed.
Somebody, yeah. Like, I hope nobody pressed the code. Knock before you go in the supply closet.
I really hope they lights on there.
Oh, and then there's the antisocial person. There's the one that didn't want to go to the party, but is going to the party for whatever reason, and then they like sit in the corner and just eat.
Sean, is that you? Are you the antisocial one?
I'm the one that uses that goes and just is kind of there. Yeah,
I'm a bouncer. Like I kind of move from person to person and mingle and can't stay in one place for very long.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I don't talk to anyone for more than 5 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, not me. I do a couple laps around the room, and then I figure out where the best place to station myself is, and then I station myself there, and people come to me.
See, I do that, but not on purpose. I like just station myself because that's where I station myself, and then
no, like I figure out where the best place to be is. It's not in the way, but right there where people can get to me, and
you can hear all the good gossip.
Food table, exactly. You can
not
observe
too far
without
from the beverages. Oh yeah, you probably figure out that spot in the first couple minutes.
You just Sheldon Cooper the Christmas party.
Maybe I have an advantage. I'm very charming, so I can get away with a little bit more.
Are you saying I'm not charming?
Have you seen her?
And I have boobs, so that also
I have boobs. Mine are just hairier.
John has a banana in his pocket. I'm just saying.
I have a banana in my pocket. Actually, I'm not wearing pants right now. You guys want to see? You want to see the pants cam?
No. Please no.
It's not pants cam time yet. It's the Christmas party.
Going to the weird boy too.
That's what this is. This is the Christmas party stream.
It's a Christmas party. You can come on video if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not coming on video.
And then you could turn on your video.
we even have stockings. I hung stockings up.
Where did you? No,
I didn't know you pulled up the sock at the wrong. I was like,
hello.
Where was that stocking to begin with?
yeah, where was it?
Never mind. Don't tell us.
You guys want to see the pants cam?
No.
We're discussing the stereotypes that are at Christmas parties.
Oh, let me know when it's my turn.
It is your turn.
You can, yeah.
Shit, fuck, damn it. Well,
Like we said,
all
like
started-
the gossip and the confessor and the slut and the.
Well, I gotta play music while I explain the story. Anyways, I can't. It's like walking and chewing gum. The weirdest thing, I'm without any context, I was given a bag of rice. Now, remember who I am.
Sounds
I
vaguely
know,
racist.
I'm like,
So we had a Christmas dinner at this dealership I worked at. And of course, I not politically correct at all. So I always talk about how I love rice, and most of my meals, when I bring to lunch, it's rice with the occasional sub sandwich. Now fast forward to Christmas time. Out of nowhere, someone gives me a bag of rice. I thought it was the funniest thing and also the most stereotypical thing to give me first. Forget the ham, the meats, the deer, whatever. Just rice.
they
Not
give you
just any
chopsticks
rice.
to go with it.
No, and I was disappointed.
I mean,
What?
I don't think that's racist. If you did establish the fact that you enjoy rice.
Yes.
But
That's why I
was there-
said initially, without any context, they gave me a bag. First off, who gives a bag of rice?
Was there
Most
anything
normal people-
special about the rice though, or was it just like Uncle Ben's?
Was it? Yeah. Was it like, or is it like a 30-cent bag of rice?
All right, so the freezer Ziploc bags that you can hold a baby's arm in, kind of thing. It was in that kind of bag.
So what you're saying is they just took
so
some
it's
rice
not
from
good.
their house and brought it to you.
No, it was cooked rice. It was cooked rice.
What?
So you can eat it at least. I mean,
Yeah, it was in a
Yeah,
big ass
that's
Ziploc bag, and I was just like,
Did you eat
"Bet
it?
I won't eat this." Oh, fuck yeah! I snacked on that thing like it was a damn Snickers bar. Yes.
Are you? Oh my gosh, Anna. Yeah, we saw that. Mm-hmm.
Arug,
It's like she's playing the cup game. Remember the cup game?
Yeah, but
That's what it looked like she was doing.
Here's what
Did it fall down?
You can't take me anywhere. Hold on a minute.
Mm-mm.
Listen.
This is what she does at office parties.
That's not fair. I'm not allowed to play with my balls, but here she is playing with her balls.
Because when she does it, we all watch. When you do it, we avert.
I'm not gonna lie. When the camera was changing of things happening on Discord, I just saw a white stringy thing, and I thought it was a tampon flying across the room or something.
Brings me to the other stereotype of a party: the guy who makes it inappropriate immediately.
Mm-hmm.
The creepy guy at work that gets a little too fresh with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
or the person who says an embarrassing
ooh, I
fact
hate
about
those.
themselves.
Those are like the worst.
He
Then
doesn't.
you have like desperate, like cat lady. Like you have the one that's like
Yeah.
single and is too like just on the verge of being a little too old to be dating, and you're like, oh baby, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That person, the person who makes
Hitting
it
on the young guy, the
uncomfortable.
young intern or whatever have you.
Yeah.
Who keeps making mistletoe jokes.
Those are my least favorite people at any event.
That happens a lot at cons. But yeah, Christmas
Don't
party
shit
always
on
has that
things.
one guy.
Yes,
Or-
it really does.
He just watches people. Like he's into that one girl, and he watches you if you talk to her. But he comes up to me and he goes,
I don't know.
"Hey, dibs." And at first I was like, "The fuck?" Are you talking-" Yeah, I was like, first
the
I had,
international dibs protocol.
and first I had no idea who he was talking about. Like what he was talking about. I was like, "Dibs." I was like, "What? My drink? No, you can't have my drink." He goes, "No," and he knew the girl's name, and he's like, "I'm going to talk to her," and I was like, "I haven't seen you talk to her all night." He goes, "Well, I'm going to." Dibs, man. I don't need competition. I was like,
I knew a kid like that at a party.
I was like, I'm not competition. I am literally talking to everyone.
even if you were competition, he can't call dibs. That's
Can't call dibs
Creepy.
at a party.
Okay, I gotta
Weird.
ask Anna. Has anyone ever called dibs on you? Are you aware of that happening? I'm sure someone has. Well, are you aware of someone doing it though?
She's
I
like,
don't
I call
understand.
dibs on me every party I go to. I walk in and go, dibs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had somebody like come up to me and go, so yeah, I saw you across the room and we me and my guys over there called dibs on you. And I was like,
You actually told.
first off, you see that guy right there? That would be my husband. And they're like,
Ow.
that's the ultimate dib. So thanks, but no thanks.
I'm
Like
like,
he was like, my guys over here and we were discussing it and I called dibs on you. And I was like,
hey, Sean,
Yeah.
me and Aruj were talking earlier. I called dibs on you.
yeah, I lost. I'm sorry.
Dibs on Sean.
Anna, how did you let that happen?
You gotta obey the rules. It's like playing shotgun. You have to obey the rules of shotgun.
Yeah.
It's international dibs
Gotta follow
protocol.
dibs, I guess.
It's a
Dibs,
thing.
So what
Okay.
is international dibs protocol? Because I've never had to call it.
All right, no, dibs protocol, and I'm going to explain this. And it's a very bromance thing.
Bro
Okay.
code.
It's a bro code,
I'm the only
It's a-
girl here.
but girls
Mhm.
do it too. They just call it a different thing.
Girls do it too.
Yeah,
Mansplain,
men
I don't
call
know.
it, and I'm not trying to mansplain, but I'm about to mansplain. So
No, I
listen.
need it mansplained.
I kind of do too, because I was shooting out of my ass when I said
No,
that.
it's a very serious thing.
Mm-hmm.
If one of your friends is into somebody, and part of being their friend is you're not going to step on that territory purposefully. And I don't listen.
Purposefully, yes, but there's an extent.
There is
What's
an
the
extent.
exception?
Like if that person is clearly not into your friend,
Yeah,
You cannot go out of your way to encourage her her affection.
I'm not
So,
going to go up
yes,
to her and be
yes.
like, "Yo,
You're
I
not going to
called
go
dibs
up
on
to
you."
her and talk to her, but if she comes to you, you're going to kind of play it cool.
Yeah,
You're not going to
I've had that happen.
you're going to try to give your buddy as much opportunity as he can. But there's a point, like you said, there's a point where it's just there's no way that's going to happen. She's flat out turned him down.
Yeah.
I'm with like a girlfriend of mine and
That's
she
me.
sees a guy and I see a guy and we are like, and we start talking about this guy. It is up to you. Like I should not have to lower my standards and try to step back. If you want him, you need to go after him before I get to him because it's survival of the fittest, baby. And if I win, you ain't getting him. That's just how I feel about that.
I actually been on the tail end where I thought my buddy was my buddy. And see, the thing with the dibs rule, that to my understanding, nobody's psychic. I can't just, me and John are sitting there and then me chew his ass out later. It's like, I had dibs on that one, but never called it. I've been on the receiving end where my girl and I, whenever we were talking, it was just her and I. Nobody was talking to her. She was interested in me. Cool. Went on a few dates. Next thing I know, I get a fucking 2-paragraph. If anybody's an author, you know how many sentences that is minimum between 5 and 7 per paragraph? I get 2 paragraphs of this dude who I thought we were cool out of nowhere saying, hey, I had dibs on her. I was talking to her. That's pretty fucked up that you went in and started talking to her. Now she's leaning towards you. I responded and I actually called him. I was like, first off, where the fuck did this come from? She didn't mention she was talking to anyone. I didn't know you were talking to her. When we're all together in a big group, you didn't really say shit to her. You just like kind of, over there sitting on the couch, playing cards against her man.
Before I got to know him, I looked at Christy and I said, dibs.
And when I first met Jake, we told Christy, because actually I met Jake through his wife, and she started dating him. She ran in our circles, and she's like, I'm bringing my boyfriend, and we all looked at her and said, we're not going to like him. That lasted about a day. And then we were Jake's best friends.
Really, that was the biggest fucking mistake you could have ever made.
Yeah.
I deceived you all.
Yeah, total asshole. He pulled the wool over our eyes. Worst guy I've ever met. But now, yeah, it was like we always have the rule. Anytime you bring a guy into the circle, we're gonna be like, we're not gonna like him. But then if he's cool, we'll like him.
Holiday, the guy who always fights at parties.
Oh,
The fighter.
Oh, yeah.
The one that like gets a little too drunk and is
the
like
belligerent drunk.
whether it be about divs or he got passed up for a
Angry.
promotion
Yes.
or somebody ate the last freaking cocktail weenie or whatever. He's just ready to fight. And you're like, dude, we're calling you an Uber. Like that guy. There's the lady who is the one, not the old lady and not the hoe bag. It's the desperate girl, the nerdy one that's like
I'm
doesn't talk.
right here, Anna.
She's like, all of a sudden she has like a couple of those punch drinks and she's like, oh my god, you guys are so great, I love you. Like I hate those. I'm like, sweet pea, you go back and hide in your office.
I'm just waiting to the point of the party where I can get nude.
Hun. Like if
I'm disappointed if you're not already.
unzip,
Like if you're not, you should be.
then I am preserving my.
Turn my camera away for legal reasons.
Wait a minute. I'm just saying here, am I the only person with a stocking tonight? Like, well, that was part of the deal, is we bring our Christmas stockings.
Mine's inside, but I do
have
one.
Should I go get one?
Santa's gonna fill up.
I have a
What's gonna
sock
what?
that I took off.
I'm proud of you.
Santa's gonna fill my sack.
I'm barefoot. Sorry. Oh, it's a sock puppet.
It is very cold outside, so no, I'm not taking my sock off out here.
What is?
But
What's on your Christmas list, Arugs?
I want a new mic.
You want a new mic?
I want a new mic.
fair, that's a good one.
What about you, Jacob?
I have no idea. Like, there's stuff that I would want, but I've just always been a get everything myself. So it's just a weird concept to me of having a list. Hey, people, this is what I want. Buy it for me.
Yeah, I don't do that
I feel
either.
guilty about getting gifts. I don't like getting gifts very much.
Same.
Yeah. I have a list of things that I thought about, like it'd be nice to have, but I'm not gonna buy I haven't really bought myself. I haven't wanted it enough to spend money on myself, so I'll just like, okay, I'll add this to the list.
I never wanted shit. I grew up in a very poor family. So like our Christmas was like literally dollar store crap, which I was very appreciative of every year, and I loved getting it. But growing up, I just didn't really want anything. I had, that. You know what? You know what I want for Christmas? Like just have a day where I can just lay in bed and slap my balls around all day.
It's always a good day.
Not have to do anything.
You gonna do that for the entire day?
About doing nothing.
Yeah, like a whole day where I just didn't do nothing. But it wasn't a sick day. Like I didn't go work on a project. I didn't go. And don't get me wrong, I love parenting and I love doing fun crap around the house. I love doing all that. But like a whole day where I just did nothing. And it wasn't because I was sick. It was just because that was my itinerary for the day. Nothing. I want for Christmas, I want nothing.
As a parent, I feel like that's a very great, amazing. What is the one Christmas game, or party game that they always play that you just hate?
White elephant crap.
Yeah.
My family does that, and I did it for the first couple, but then like I bought these zombie mugs. They weren't they had a little face on the bottom of them, so when you tip them up, it was like a zombie mouth. And I was like, there's a couple people in my family that would be perfect for. My grandmother gets it.
Sean.
I got stuck with a roll, a bag of. Now this is pre-COVID. A big thing of 20 rolls of toilet paper and a plunger. That was the gift, and I'm like, I put a lot of effort into my white elephant gift, and you bought toilet paper.
Yeah.
Now, if it was COVID, that would be a different story. But this is pre-COVID.
That would be hilarious.
I hate it.
We did one. Oh, sorry.
No,
I hate that they get the lotto tickets. They just give you lotto. Like there was no like you stopped at the gas station on the way here, and
I only hate it if you don't win anything though.
I'm gonna tell you
If
something.
I won like $1 million, I'd be happy as shit.
The extent Nev said, I am the least festive. The extent of my participation in a holiday themed activity is me commenting in this chat. Nev wins humbuggery. Were you trashing lottery tickets for Christmas presents?
I was.
Okay, so every year, my mother, that's what she does for Christmas presents for us, is lottery tickets. And I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Because as an adult, I don't ever get anything that I'm excited to open. There's no potential for this is going to blow me out of the water. Just because I'm an adult, I know what I bought. Does that make sense? I don't do exchange gifts with friends a lot, so that, and I don't really want anything. I'm a happy guy.
You weren't blown out of the water by the puppets?
Oh, I fucking love the puppets.
Yeah. You weren't blown out of the water by that.
That wasn't a Christmas present. That was a birthday present. Two separate
your
things.
Christmas present's coming.
You got handheld Oregon Trail at the Christmas party, John. I don't want to hear no complaints.
But that was a white Christmas.
That was.
But I'm saying, but the one thing I really love about the lottery tickets is you just don't know. I mean, one year I won like $150.
I never win, so I always feel like it's.
That's a cop out.
We've done it for the past 5 years, and one year I won $150. Every other year I didn't win, but it's that excitement. Yeah,
the gambling part.
Yeah, it might be socks and underwear, but it might be like a really expensive bottle of booze. You don't know. You have no idea. And my mom came up with that idea, and she's brilliant for it, and I love her.
Well, I love your mother. I just don't like getting lottery tickets.
Yeah.
You now must tell us. You got to buy a present for every person in this chat. What would you buy for them?
Okay, for Jake, I'm getting him that mold your own penis thing.
Yeah.
He would like that. He really would.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. That's completely unrelated. I know exactly after that, I know exactly what the rest of you are going to get for your Christmas the year after.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I have it autographed? I want mine purple and sparkling. Yeah. Can you make mine purple and sparkling?
I would 100% get Jake mold your own penis because I know he would have so much fun with that.
I would totally accept that gift. Jake, I would accept that gift from you the next year.
And I would be disappointed if I didn't.
Well, I'll put the kiss marks on it, like you said. You put a little lipstick on and give it a kiss, so it's got the kiss marks.
Yeah.
Next to the autograph, and then clear coat it.
Nice.
It's gonna be the next hit thing. There's my $1 million product.
Hey, John, I feel like you and I would get in a lot of trouble if we were at a Christmas party together.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm already getting in a lot of trouble at Christmas parties.
Or just any function.
Definitely. For Sean, I would get Sean. Sean, what's your favorite movie?
Ooh, favorite movie. Serenity. I mean, you can't go wrong with some good Firefly.
Okay.
Yeah, a good one.
I would get Sean like a prop from the movie that he could display in his office.
That would be amazing.
Like I would find out like Serenity, I would find out his favorite movie and I would get him a prop that he could display in his office, like either a replica model or something from the movie. Maybe the metal board, like the metal plate that says Serenity, that you can hang up on his wall from the side of the ship.
Can I get Vera?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Or maybe some rusty spears that need to go through the wash.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Too soon.
I have a buddy, he says it to me. Every time he sees me at a convention, he goes, "Leaf on the Wind," and I bawl.
Every time I watch that movie.
A Leaf on the Wind. You're going to be the hardest person to shop for.
Is she?
No, and the reason being is because she's phenomenal at gift giving.
So the bar is really high.
Yeah.
So you're not going to meet the challenge. You're just going to nope out.
No, I did not say that. Listen.
I feel
There's a
like
reason I
that's
saved you for the
because-
last. There's a
Oh, because you
reason.
couldn't think of anything.
Stalin.
Jake's real easy because Jake would be happy if I gave him poop in a bag.
Is it your poop?
It could be my poop, and Jake would still love it.
To be.
He'd keep it in the fridge. He'd mush it. On like rainy nights, he'd get it, hold it, and mush it in the bag like you do, like, you know, the slime that's in the bag. That's what he would do with it. Jake, am I wrong? Yeah.
Was not prepared for that
He
news
is
at all.
not denying it, is he?
Yeah, he's not. He's really not. He would love it because
No.
it's from my heart or my butt, and either way, he'd love it.
It's from both.
Sean,
Hmm.
Sean's a fellow geek,
No, that would. I'm easy to buy for.
and it's a high bar, but it takes some thought. You're right, Beardful. Sean is a dude, so I can only get him so much before it gets weird. Like before it violates bro code and enters, I might be into you, and you're gonna have to deal with that. So I'd have to get him something like, you know, geek related or
Interesting.
professional. I don't want him to
Okay.
know that I'm into him yet. I'm not ready for that step.
Well, I feel like you've already confessed it now, so
You don't know Sean. But for a ruse, that'd be tricky because you would have to get something both heartfelt and amazing because that's what you do with your gift giving. Your gift giving is just you can instantly, bam, nailed it, heartfelt and awesome. So you're taking some thought, and I'm trying to think of the perfect gift to get you. If I could get you anything,
yeah, if you think too much about the perfect gift, then you miss.
I know
a lot of
exactly
other
what I would get her.
possibilities.
What would you get me?
I would get you an autographed Voldemort's wand. Like I'm talking like the actual prop that you could hang because listen, all Slytherin want to do is just kill the Slytherin that's stronger than them. And if you hang that on the wall like a trophy, that means I took that little bitch out.
Oh, so what does it
As a
say? Do
Slytherin,
I
you
need to
take a
kill
point
you?
for
Do we
that.
need to do hand-to-hand combat so I can kill you?
I am not one, I don't want the Darksaber. 2, I don't own the Darksaber, and 3, I am not a more powerful Slytherin.
Oh, I am. That's for sure.
Yeah. I want to hear what each one of y'all would get me. I'm Dondero. I want nothing.
I already got your Christmas gift.
I'm talking like if you could just the perfect gift. No money, cost is not a factor, and it could be anything. Jake, I won't poop in a bag.
No, you're getting a Clone of Willy too, so that way we can sword fight.
Yes.
I know exactly what I would do for you, John.
What's that?
I would build your studio. If money were not an object, I would build your studio.
Oh,
That would be amazing.
that is hot.
See,
I like
again, the perfect gift.
it. Yeah.
Anna nails it. I'm not even going to try to follow that. So
Yeah, I'm a shitty gift giver. I'm gonna be right out. I'm a shitty gift giver.
I would build the studio. Like you would have a recording corner, like with a background, like, and then like you would have the sound, like the soundproofing on the walls and the right
sound
equipment.
studio. His
lighting.
big face plastered across the wall.
Would I have a section for green screen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I would build you a studio.
We need to switch over to the pants cam for a second.
No, we don't.
It's not a Christmas party unless it gets weird.
That is true.
If you want a
And it's
traditional,
not a nerdy ass party unless it gets about some nerdy stuff.
it's not
That is fair.
Dondering 101 unless it goes to a weird place, and it's not a Christmas
Right.
party unless it completely derails
That's
near the
true.
end. So
Check.
I have no idea.
Plus, I've drank an entire bottle of wine. I'm good and sauced.
Right now.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think is everyone here somewhat inebriated?
I'm even going to let my hair down.
That's a little sus that you're the only one that's not, Sean.
It's my beers are downstairs.
He's been
I have
drinking
to-
beers. He started with beers. I saw him.
Yeah.
Sean is not the type of guy to get like trashed. He's not.
I don't think I've ever been trashed ever.
All right.
Well, no,
That's
one
not
time.
true.
There's one time I have. That was
Bad.
yes, that was very bad.
This is what I'd get Sean for Christmas. A safe environment that he could get drunk in and have no judgment and someone there to literally their only job is to take care of Sean.
Interesting.
I don't like to give gifts. I like to give experiences.
Oh yeah,
I will
What
say
experiences are you giving?
I'm just so happy you guys came to my Christmas party. Well, Ruth, thank you for help hosting this Christmas party.
That's one more person at a Christmas party. The person that doesn't know when it's over.
Oh, is that what's
Like-
happening right now?
Oh, I was just
Are we
thinking
all
about that.
person?
I think we're all. I think that's literally her way of saying, guys, let's end this shit.
It is 2 minutes past 10, guys. This has
Yeah.
gone on for far too long.
Past 10. Wrap it up.
God, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, no.
I mean, it's
Now
not
that you
what I'm
mentioned it.
saying, but I
I
am
am
saying
hot
it.
in this sweater. I want to get out of this sweater.
Fair enough.
By all
Guys.
means.
Not stopping. Oh,
All right. I honestly believe that we should all.
No, I took mine off like immediately.
I think we should all sing or say Merry Christmas to our fans and thank them for watching and tell them good night.